How's it going? How's everybody doing on this wonderful Thursday? It is Thursday, the 8th of February. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't remember that, why I had to look. I mean, I just got done paying my Spectrum bill, and it was due on the 8th. So, got it in just in time. But that's how things are, you know. This time of year, you've seen me saying some other videos, you know, money's a little bit tighter, utility bill's a little higher, gas bill's obviously higher, although it wasn't as high as I thought it was going to be. I owe that, I think I owe that to the rather wild winter we've had, at least here in Ohio. I mean, we haven't really had a whole lot of snow. I can think of literally only twice where we've actually had like measurable snow on the ground. And within a couple of days it was gone. So, which I'm fine with. I'm perfectly fine with that. I could literally go all year, except for Christmas Eve, without snow. And I'd be happy. I'll deal with the cold, that's fine. But I'll admit, I do like it when it only gets down around freezing and doesn't really get down like below zero, which is kind of what happened. I think we might have had 1 or 2 days where it got down that cold, like overnight. But for the most part, it's been very mild. I'm fine with that. You know, chalk it up to whatever you want. I think that's just. I think weather itself, whether you look at short term or long term, is unpredictable. And it always has been. It always will be. And I don't think that we, personally, really have anything to do with that. I think even at our absolute worst, we're nothing but a speck of dust on the planet. You know. Whereas, I mean, I'm not saying we don't do damage necessarily. I mean, there are obviously things we could do better. Like people throwing their trash in freaking trash cans instead of just letting it go to where I have to come home at least once or twice a week and pick crap up out of my yard. Some little things like that. But overall, I think even at our worst, we're not destroying the planet. Worst case scenario, we might destroy life on the planet. We might destroy ourselves, the human race. But, you know, if that was to happen and we were gone, well, guess what? The Earth would rejuvenate, and probably fairly damn quickly, because, you know, we wouldn't be doing all the crap we did. But that's just my opinion. I expect people to have varying opinions on that. That's the great thing about being able to think for ourselves. And we don't all have to agree on everything. I'm perfectly fine with people not agreeing with me. That's what makes that's what breeds conversation. If people can do it and not agree with each other, but still be open to accepting that different people have different thoughts about different things, and that's fine. I think in a world today, and I can remember back when I was younger, it didn't seem to be this way. But in the world today, it seems like everybody looks for something to just complain about in regards to somebody else. Instead of just accepting, okay, you think that, I think this. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Okay, that's the way I look at it. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. When it comes with me, if you want to know about me, how I look at people, this is how I look at people. If you give respect, you get respect. That's it. It don't matter all these things that you constantly see people griping and bitching about and fighting with each other about. You know, religion, sexuality, you know, how a person identifies. I'll admit, I don't completely understand everything that goes in with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything against it. To each their own. I'm just saying I don't necessarily understand it. I mean, I'm look more from a scientific standpoint, so it's hard for me to wrap my head around somebody not being male or female. I don't understand it. But maybe it's not my place to. I don't have to understand it, but I can still accept it. If people can identify as whatever they want to identify. Now, if you want to identify as a, I don't know, polka dot leprechaun, I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. Just don't expect. Here's the thing, and not just with that, but with anything as far as differences that people have, and they want to bitch at each other and complain about each other with. You don't have to accept. You don't have to understand everything about everything, and you don't have to accept it in the regards of changing everything about your life to accommodate it. And people on the other side shouldn't expect that. They should expect. You can expect just a decent respect, or just like a baseline acceptance. Okay, but don't within that expect that to include everybody changing everything to accommodate you. Okay? Yeah. Just my opinion. Anyway, that was my rant. Got it right out of the gate. It kind of wasn't really planning on doing that. That's how my mind works. All right, so it's weird how I go from weather to just I go off on tangents. If you're a new subscriber, don't get scared. I like to think I'm a very likable guy. Like I said, I'm very accepting of everyone. As long as you respect me, things don't matter to me. Like the news likes to get everybody fight about stuff. I don't see the point in it. Because all those things come down to what you are, not who you are. Now, do they play a part in who you are? Sure. Everything about you, your race, your religion, your sexuality, your social status, the kind of job you work, all these little things play a part in your character. But ultimately, who you are as a person is who you choose to be as a person. All those other things don't have control of that. The decisions you make, control who you are as a person. So when I do judge someone, it is based on who they are, not what they are. Okay? So it's based more on actions, their character as a person, rather than whether they're a certain race or how they identify, or what God they believe in or what God they don't believe in. Alright, that's just me. That's it. I'm done. Okay. If you're still here, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this thing. I just saw from the title, I'm going to do a little preview here. I think I might have showed some of these in a past video, but I'm going to go through, because these are cards that I will be listing either on eBay or whatnot. Probably this weekend. So today's the 8th, so it'd be the 10th and 11th. So over the weekend, I will get these listed. Most of the cards, what I'll probably do with the cards, I'll probably kind of look on eBay first and see, like, say what the last 10 sold listings, if I can find 10 of the particular card, to get kind of a comparison of what they sold for. And then on eBay, I'll either list them at a starting bid at maybe like half that, or if it's something that I think somebody might just want to buy outright, I'll just list it as a buy it now, or I might do both. And then the ones on Whatnot, I see where they have their anytime auctions. I might actually try to go in through, I can't remember whether you have to do it on like a mobile device or whether you have to do it on the actual website. I'll have to look and see. I think it's the actual website right now. They haven't, because I think it's still in like the beta testing, so they don't have it to where it's available on everything yet. But I might look into that, and I might list maybe a couple of them as anytime auctions on Whatnot, or I'll just list them at maybe just a little bit below their selling value. Now here's a question for you before I show you some of these. On eBay, I've seen where they have, for like, if you're selling like a single card, they have what they call the eBay standard envelope, which is basically where you just use an envelope, and it's only like $1.12 for the shipping. So whether you have bought cards on eBay, or like single cards on eBay, or whether you sell yourself single cards on eBay, what do you normally do? Because I mean, it's nice to be able to offer the buyer such a low shipping rate, but some people might not like that, because then, I mean, because it's got to be 3 ounces or under, so there's not a whole lot you can do as far as protection in an envelope. Now, all the cards I do, I put them in sleeves and top loaders, so there's protection there. But I like to, have other, and granted, I mean, most of the cards I've sold, they're only going for, like $1. So it's not like, you're spending a great deal of money, but all of them are in near mint condition. So if there's one you went and got graded, it might be a high dollar card. So it helps to have it protected. So what do you normally do? Comment down below. Let me know. Or even if you haven't done that, what would you prefer if you were going to buy a card, just a single card from somebody, say for just a couple bucks? Would you want them to charge you the $1.12 shipping and just put it in? What I normally do is I put, like in the top loader, but then I have these little like cardboard things. I cut them down so that they fit in the envelope, so it gives a little rigidity to the envelope, so they're not, I mean, there's still a slight chance, I guess, it could get bent if somebody's not being careful, but I think for the most part, in my experience, I know some people might have differing opinions here, but in my experience, I've never received something through the postal service that was just mangled. Okay, so I think, most postal carriers are diligent about handling stuff. But just to protect it, I like to put that little bit of a backing behind it, so it's got a little bit of, like I said, rigidity to it. So would you rather have something like that and pay $1.12 for the shipping, or would you rather it bump up to the like I think it's like $4.30 or something like that? Like medium mail, I think is what they bump it up to, if it's over 3 ounces. But then you can put it in, like an actual bigger envelope with bubble wrap and stuff. So would you rather pay the extra shipping to ensure that, the card you're buying is really well protected, or, do the cheaper shipping and get it in an envelope? Like I said, if you buy from me, though, it'll have that cardboard in it, so hopefully I'm hoping, they get to the people that have bought cards already, they get to them in as good a condition as when they left here. But let me know down below. All right, now here we go. These are the cards that will be listed. I will be listing this weekend. All right, the first one we have is Demaryius Thomas, Denver Broncos. We have this die cut card. I like those cards, but the thing is, having a point like that, I mean, I think it'd be really hard. I mean, this one's like really pretty good. It looks a little bit, but that's how it's cut. It's got a real small little like flat spot on the end of it that, to the naked eye, you can't really see it. When you look really close at it, you can see that's how it's cut. But it's still, I think I'd almost prefer if it was like a whole card and then they had this like on top of it. So like a dual layered card with like the pennant design on top. That way there's no chance of that getting damaged. Just my opinion. Alright, next we have Tyler Zeller. This is a basketball. Is autograph. It looks like it's a sticker autograph, which a lot of cards do. You know, they have them sign like a little clear sticker, if you will, and then that's what they put on the card instead of having them sign the actual card. I think most people would prefer like the actual card to be signed. But like that. Next we have a Drew Brees. I don't think this is numbered, but it's got kind of a reflective thing here. So I think that's like a base card, but it's got, you know, that shine is kind of like a parallel or whatever. Next we have an MVP card for Cordell Stewart. Next, we've got Michael Thomas, the Saints. This one, again, has got that kind of silver refractor look to it. Next, we have Tyler Boyd from, this is an Elite card, Cincinnati. Next, we have got, I believe this is Ozzie Smith. Yeah. Ozzie Smith. Pretty nice card. It looks like that's like the pose that players make after they just cracked one out of the park, right? They just gotta strut down to first base. A little basketball. We've got a Kyle Lowry. What the little emblem up in the corner is. I'm eventually going to get this up light fixed in here. It's amazing how much difference just having one, because I got 4 lights, but having just one out makes a big difference. Alright, this one is numbered. We got a Darrington Evans, Tennessee Titans. And it is numbered 169 out of 249. Next we have a Tyler Johnson rookie card. I don't believe this is numbered. No. Cool looking card though. Next we have a patch card called Winning Material. Willie McGahee. It does not look to be numbered, but the 2 and the 1 are both material. Next we have got baseball. We've got a Jim Thome. This one is numbered 2. Let's see if I can read it on the back. It's like 75 out of 173. Relic card. We got all those. Alright, we're up about 18 minutes. Let me I'll pull just a couple out of this box to show in this video. And then I got a bunch in here that I need to get top loaders for. Alright, let's just pull a couple. Just pull a couple. I think these actually, the other ones I just pulled out are not sports. So we have got an X-Files autograph card from Megan Peta Hill as Molly in the episode Founders Mutation from the X-Files. Who loves the X-Files? I do. Raise your hand. I mean, I won't be able to see it, but you can do it anyhow. Love the X-Files. I've actually been watching the X-Files upstairs. My upstairs bathroom has actually got a whirlpool tub in it. Nice. Especially have a long, hard day at work. Nice. And I got a little TV up there with a DVD player built in, so I've been watching X-Files while I relax in the whirlpool. I probably watched the X-Files all the way through the series, the movies, the offshoot, the Lone Gunman, multiple times all the way through. It's one of those things you get. I mean, there's so much to it. you can watch it and then wait about a year and then you can go back and watch it. And there's little things I always pick up on that I don't remember the last time I watched it. All right, next we have from the country music series. This is a csiryman wardrobe card, and it is numbered 400 out of 499. All right, next we have a Babe Ruth and Shohei Ohtani past and present card. Of course, that might not carry as much weight now that Ohtani is with a different team than he's pictured on it. Next, we have a Mike Trout Trophy Club. Again, these are kind of just like insert cards, so I don't know how much demand there is or whatever. And the last one we'll show in this video is another one from the country music. This is Brian Kelly, and it is again numbered 405 out of 499. Another wardrobe card. So there we go. All right. So all those, like I said, I'll look up. I'll kind of see what they went for and then judge according. The only thing I hate about some of these, I still need to put in sleeves and then put them back in the top loaders. But I hate those 180 point top loaders because they're not quite snug enough to keep those cards in. They still slide a little bit, so I always got to watch, when I'm putting them in to ship them and stuff. That I try to put them to where there's no chance of that coming out. But all right, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, even with my off the wall rant there at the beginning, give me a thumbs up, click like, hit that subscription bell, all notifications bell, obviously, the subscription button with the bell. It's a 2-push process there to do both of those. In case you didn't know, I'm sure you did. And as always, hey, look out for yourself and everyone around you so we all have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. I will be doing other preview videos as I go to list stuff. Like I said, I have got a whole box right here of relic and autographs and numbered cards. So, obviously the ones that I have sleeved up that aren't in top loaders, because I think most of those are just autograph cards, so I'll be able to put them in like standard top loaders. Those I won't list until I actually get some more of those top loaders to put them in. Alright, that's it. Until the next time, everybody, take it easy. See ya.